So a good way just to understand the correct radius, or just how the radius works of the arms, is if I then just let my arms hang underneath me, that's firstly going to get them in a good position, okay? When they're hanging, then it means that the elbows are nice and soft. So I kind of like this feel. Maybe when they hang, then they hang a little bit too straight. So this would be too straight. You can see if I then have my putter there, then I'm probably going to be gripping on the shaft, and then maybe the arms are a little bit too tense. So I like the idea of trying to feel that if we allow the arms to hang, and then we just soften the elbows, but then bring the hands together. Bringing the hands together will just lift the hands up a little bit from that hanging position, and then that will kind of get us into the perfect arm structure. Okay, so I really like this. You can see not only am I not too extended or not too flexed, I am pretty much perfect, okay, because you can see how I'm just letting them hang, then I'm lifting up, okay, and that's quite a good drill you can do without the putter. Just let the arms hang, bring the hands together, and you can see how not only does that allow the radius to be perfect, but it also allows the arms to be as equal as possible, which is what we want. So again, if I then get that feeling with the putter, you can see how my arms now look equal and the radius is perfect, not too extended and not too flexed. What that allows for is good alignment, okay? If I can then get myself back into that feeling, so I'm gonna get into that nice natural setup, allow the arms to hang, bring the hands together with the putter, that then sets the arms perfectly and allows the radius to be good. You can see because my arms are now equal, that allows for my alignment to be the best it possibly can. If I have my right arm too straight, you can see that's gonna close off my shoulders, okay? That's then going to cause my left arm to be too flexed. Vice versa, if I straighten my right arm, that's then probably going to flex my left arm. You can see that actually allows my shoulders, my forearms, to point more to the right. So based on your tendency, check your arm structure. If you're more of a pusher, more to the right, you could be more like this. If you put it more, then you could feel more like this. So try and check that. Get yourself a video from face on and check the radius of your arms. Not only do they want to be nice and relaxed, nice soft elbows, nice and flexed, but they also need to be as equal as possible. Obviously, we have the hands slightly underneath or slightly on top of each other, so there's not going to be even, but we want to try and get them as even as possible. Okay? We don't want to be too exaggerated, because again, that's going to affect our alignment. So you can see again, left arm too straight, that's going to make my shoulders point right, which can definitely cause more of that push. And then if I go the other way, if I get my right arm straight, see how that's going to close off my shoulders and then cause that pull. That's obviously an exaggeration there, but you can kind of understand what that's going to do. Whereas if I have equal arm structure, that should then allow for my shoulders to be nice and square, which should then allow for a nice, smooth and neutral path. That's a really common thing of a lot of tour pros as well. If you look at any good putter, they're not going to be too much like this, obviously, unless you've got that Bryson technique, and they're really not going to be too much like this. Okay, they're going to kind of manage their radius based on their posture. But again, we don't want to be too exaggerated, too extended, or too pulled in, because again, that's going to affect our posture and affect our arm structure. The main thing that you won't definitely not see with them is more like this or more like this. Okay, their arms are going to be as equal as possible. That's why just ensuring that we feel that our arms are the exact same structure is going to allow for our symmetry to happen. So then that's going to really, again, allow for our alignment to be perfect. So give that a go. Actually get a video from face on and check your arm structure, as that could be really pivotal into helping you fix your push or your pull. If you can do that, then you're going to get yourself into a much better setup position and a better posture as a result. Okay, and then that's obviously going to have a good effect on your alignment also. So give that a go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.